Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about the series of cashless payment troubles I encountered during my recent trip to Shenzhen and Macau. To be honest, I truly believed that because China is a leader in cashless technology, I'd be perfectly fine with just my smartphone. But once I actually got there, I was hit with an unexpected series of errors that really made me panic. Credit cards failing for in-flight sales, apps completely dying the moment I entered Macau, and being unable to even call a taxi. How did I navigate through such a desperate situation? And what is the ultimate Revolut strategy to keep transaction fees at a minimum? To make sure you don't repeat the same mistakes, I'm going to share all of my real-life troubles and their solutions. I'm going to share all of my real-life troubles and their solutions. The first trouble happened on the way there, inside the cabin of an HK Express flight. I got thirsty and tried to buy a drink, but to my surprise, every single Japanese credit card I had failed. Because the terminal was offline, the highly secured Japanese cards were all rejected. I thought, oh no, I don't have any cash, I'm stuck. But then, as a last resort, I tried my Thai Bangkok Bank debit card, and for some reason, it was the only one that worked. It truly saved me. Basically, LCC in-flight terminals are not connected to the internet, so they rely on offline payments. Since Japanese cards often don't work in these situations, here is the first lesson. Make sure to carry a small amount of cash for in-flight use or have multiple types of cards from different regions. After arriving safely in Shenzhen, everything was great. Both WeChat Pay and Alipay worked perfectly. However, the moment I crossed the border by ferry into Macau, these apps completely stopped working and kept showing errors. The reason for this is one country, two systems. Even though it's the same app, the back-end systems for mainland China and international/Macau use are entirely different. It turns out that WeChat Pay accounts registered by us Japanese users are typically specialized for use only within mainland China. So what should you do in Macau? The answer is simple: Visa or MasterCard contactless payments. This was hands down the best solution. In Macau, instead of struggling to make smartphone payments work, using a contactless credit card or cash in Hong Kong dollars, HKD, is by far the smoothest way to go. Using cash in Hong Kong dollars is the smoothest way to go. The next trouble I faced was with taxis. I tried to call a car using the DiDi mini app inside WeChat. Suddenly, a screen popped up asking me to please enter your Chinese ID, and I couldn't go any further. Since we only have passports, we were completely stuck. As it turns out, the mini apps inside WeChat are often built specifically for Chinese residents and sometimes don't support verification for foreigners. But don't give up just yet. The solution is to change the app itself. Instead of using the mini app within WeChat, I tried using the Standalone DiDi app downloaded from the App Store, and it worked effortlessly. The Standalone app has excellent support for foreigners, so please make sure to install it before you head to China.
Here is a table comparing the WeChat mini app version and the Standalone app version. The mini app on the left is convenient because it doesn't require any installation. However, for travelers, the hurdles are high. It only accepts WeChat Pay and, as I experienced, often asks for a Chinese ID. On the other hand, look at the Standalone DiDi app on the right. You can register your Japanese credit cards directly, and the English support is excellent. For us travelers, it's safe to say the Standalone app is the only way to go. I strongly recommend that you finish setting up this app while you are still in your home country.
Now this is the most important part of today's video, the part about money. Did you know that there is a 200 Yuan Wall when it comes to app payments in China? If a single payment exceeds 200 CNY, about 4,000 JPY, a 3% transaction fee is automatically charged. However, during this trip, I discovered the ultimate way to bring this fee down to 0. The secret is using contactless payment directly on the shop's terminal. Take a look at this image. This is my receipt from a restaurant called Tao Tao Ju in Shenzhen. As you can see, even though I paid 285 CNY, there are no fees. The reason is that I didn't use an app or a QR code. Instead, I tapped my Revolut card directly on the shop's payment terminal. By doing this, it's treated as a standard card purchase, so that 3% fee is never charged. They say seeing is believing, so I checked my Revolut statement after returning home. Look at the red box at the top. This is the payment for the restaurant where I used the contactless card payment. You can see that the fee is exactly 0 yen. On the other hand, the blue box at the bottom is for McDonald's. As it says Alipay McDonald's, this was paid through Alipay. If this payment had exceeded 200 CNY, I would have been charged that transaction fee. In short, the correct strategy to keep your fees to an absolute minimum is this. Use the convenience of Alipay or WeChat Pay for small purchases at places like convenience stores, but use your card's contactless payment for larger expenses at hotels and restaurants. To wrap things up, here is a summary of today's video. 1. Consider WeChat Pay and Alipay as mainland China only. In Macau, using contactless card payments or cash is much more reliable. 2. Use the Standalone app for DiDi instead of the Mini app. This is the key to bypassing the ID wall. 3. Revolut is the ultimate payment card. Whether you link it to your apps or use it for contactless taps, it's the best way to save on exchange fees. While I did face some troubles, China's cashless system is incredibly convenient and comfortable as long as you are prepared. With Revolut and the right app settings, you can enjoy a smart and fun trip to China and Macau. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. See you next time!